Hey, let's face it, knife collectors, not the easiest to shop for, especially during the holidays. I mean, we are some of the pickiest people on the planet, which is why in this video, I will give you some very affordable gift ideas for that special knife person in your life. Now, maybe this video was forwarded to you by that very same knife guy or gal that you're going to be shopping for. And I promise we will get through this holiday season together because I've made things very easy for you. Basically, all you'll have to do is click on buy because I will have links and even prices down in the description below. So if this is your first time here, hey, welcome to the channel. My name is Jay. Go ahead and consider clicking on that subscribe if you're looking for knife reviews that get right to the point. Coming in at number 1, I've got from Openl. This is the number 9 DIY multifunctional knife. This Openl number 9 you can find on Amazon for about $30, and I know what you're thinking, and yes, it does come in one other color, because in case you're not crazy about the yellow, it does come in gray. Although, let me tell you that the yellow is nice because if you drop this, like you're using it outside and you drop it in the grass or something like that, this yellow is going to be a lot easier to find and pick up. I really like this blade shape. This is a sheep's foot that measures in a little bit over 3 inches, right at 3.12 to be exact. And it's a really decent budget steel. It's a Sandvik 12C27. So it's going to be really easy to sharpen this back up when it comes time. Once you dull it. There's a lot that I like here. I mean, first, well, all of the different functions that this has. I mean, you can see, so if you notice these notches here up towards right where the pivot would be, it has a wire cutter and a wire stripper. So this is good for those people that electricians. And the handle is basically, it's just, well, Openl is calling it a fiberglass reinforced polyamide, but it's just a really durable plastic, and it does feel, it feels pretty sturdy. It has did you notice these 2 built-in like screwdriver bits? And I already removed one of them, the Phillips, and then it just goes right there. Listen to this though. Yeah, there's a magnet, so you don't have to worry about, no, that's not going to shake out, so you're not going to lose it. And that Phillips, now this is going to be good for like about 3.5 to 5 millimeter Phillips screws. And when you go ahead and put it right back in, let me show you how to do it. You just set it in there. And then, oh my goodness. Oh, I was pushing too hard. And then it really is that easy. And then you just go ahead and slide it into place. And then, listen, I'm going to hold this up to the microphone and shake it because there's no rattling. So these 2 bits are in there really, really good. I mean, even if I go ahead and tap on the table, nothing. Yeah, so very well made handle with these slots. All right, coming in at number 2, I've got the super lightweight acrylic knife display stands. You get 2 acrylic stands that each measure 6.7 inches tall, and then long is going to be 7.7 inches, and then the width is 4.7 inches. I'll have all this information down in the description, but you can see each stand, it holds 5 knives. Now the way that this is going to come, they're not going to be assembled, but that's not a big deal because they're super easy to put together. I mean, there's just these 3 rods and then the 2 sides, and they put some nice film, this like sticky film on it so they don't get scratched up during shipping. Now, the material that they used here for the construction is it's pretty thick stuff. So these are very sturdy. I mean, you're looking at each side is about 3.9 9 millimeters thick, and the rods are about 9.9. I just think that you're really able to store a lot of knives, in such a small area. So at number 3, I got a bunch of these little guys. They are clear acrylic display easels. Now, when you order these, you're going to get 20 of them in the pack for about $12, which I think that's a pretty good deal. And you can see I got a couple knives already out on the table. These are some good-sized knives, and they're able to fit on these small easels pretty well. I mean, each one of these is going to measure about 1.5 inches high, and then 1.5 inches long, and 1.125 inches wide. They don't tip over, and you're able to balance the knife on here pretty easy. And now the person, if you're buying these for, if they collect maybe mainly larger knives or even fixed blades, you're going to want to go with the larger size, which you will also see when you go to the ordering page for these small ones. Number 4, I got something that's slightly larger. They are wooden glass top display cases. Now the outer dimensions of this case are going to be, this is 15 inches wide, and then 8.5 inches deep, and about 2 inches high. Inner dimensions are going to be a little bit less, of course. Let me go ahead and open that up and show you. So now these inner dimensions, they're going to be just a little bit less. So 14.5, 7.75 inches, and then it's just going to be the 1 inches high. It has, now in the description, it does say that the glass, that it's tempered. So that should be able to, hold up relatively well. And the clasp, oh yes, the clasp, I got to show you. So the clasp is metal, and so are these corner brackets, and they are all on all 4 corners. I just think that it's a really nice touch. It makes it look really nice and kind of classy. Now it does have, let me take the knife out. If you look on the inside, it has this it's a black velvet pad, which it does come out, and there it goes. Oh yeah, that's pretty darn thick, actually. This also works great with folding knives, as you can see. Now, I've noticed with about, medium size knives like this, I can usually fit about 12 knives in here, and that's closed. I mean, obviously open, it's going to be a heck of a lot less, but you got to be careful because you have to lay this flat when you're displaying the folding knives, because if you want to try and do like something on an angle, there's really nothing that's holding these in place. So you'd have to put like some pins or something in there. But if you want to just display this flat, it's perfect for these folding knives. And this stuff keeps getting bigger and bigger. At number 5, I've got from True Position Tools. This is simply a universal hard carrying case, complete with pick and pluck foam. And of course, I'm going to show you exactly what that is. Now, just like with the wooden display case that I showed you, this polymer case is going to have 2 different sets of measurements, because there's going to be the outer dimensions, which are, okay, so you're looking at 17 inches, 12 inches, and then 3 inches high. I really like this case because it's a good quality storage solution without that really high price tag of like a Pelican case. Now, granted, those more expensive Pelican cases, they're waterproof because they have a gasket to seal it, which this does not. And you can find these on Amazon for anywhere between $39 to to $49. The lowest I've ever seen it is at $20. And the way that this works with with this pick and pluck foam, all it is that, I don't know if you can see that, but yeah, like, so the cubes are like scored. So what you do is you just kind of, you pick out the ones that you want to remove, and these are just what the size of these cubes are, about 0.75 inches. And then once you remove enough of them, then you can go ahead and just, you sit the knife in there. So really, this has quite a few different functions. I mean, you could really store just about anything in this case, within reason, of course. It also has, I was happy to see that these latches, they're both stainless steel latches. And there is one issue that I do have with this crate. One thing that I don't like is that there's no way, like, you can lock it, of course, using those latches, but there's no hole or anything through these, so you're not able to, like, add a padlock. So, like, let's say if you need to take this on an airplane, there's no way that you're able to put a lock in this. Regardless of your level of interest, in knives, number 6, this is something that I think everyone could benefit from carrying. It's just a good old-fashioned Victorinox Swiss Army knife. I really like these Swiss Army knives because many knife people like to carry 2 knives. So like a primary, so like a larger blade, which would be the primary, and then of course the smaller knife, which something like this would make a really nice backup. And there are so many different, like, models that you can choose from, and so the prices, they cost as little as like $25 and all the way up to well over $100. So, you got some options there in how much money you want to spend. And the difference in prices is just going to be also because it's going to be, more, the more tools that each one has, the more expensive that it's going to cost. Now, I picked out about 5 of, like, the most popular models, which I will go ahead and make sure that I have the links and everything listed down in the description, just because there are so many out there that trying to decide on one can really be overwhelming. But the one that I can show you is my own personal carry, which is this is the Swiss Army Midnight Mini Champ, which it has 16 functions, including, which is really the reason I got this, yes, an LED flashlight. And let me see if I can show you really quick. It also has, I'm going to close some of these up so I don't lop my finger off. But it also has a retractable ballpoint pen. All right, at number 7 from Weeha, this is the 11-piece Torx Bit Selector Kit. Say that 3 times fast. Every knife collector out there will, at some point, is gonna need, to like disassemble their knives for maintenance, or maybe they just need to, like, occasionally tighten up a loose screw. And knives are almost always going to be constructed with Torx head screws, which they're different from, of course, the standard flathead or Phillips. I really like this kit for a few reasons, because it includes all of the sizes that you're going to need to maintain a knife. It even comes with, as you can see, its own, like, storage case, so that's going to help you prevent losing any of those bits. Now, Weeha is a very well-known and trusted tool brand. So definitely buy in confidence. You can find these on Amazon. They're going to run you about $16. So for an 11-piece kit, $16, that's a really good value. Hey, if you enjoyed this video and you got like any value from it, would you do me a favor and just let me know by leaving one of these? And don't forget to click on subscribe. Up on the screen here in a second, you're going to see a video of mine that YouTube is going to highly recommend you watch next. Thank you so much for watching, and hey, happy shopping. See you at the next video. Take care.